Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. And as the Youth Congress completes its first phase of elections, its members now appear to be preparing for polls in the state's assembly segments. The Rahul magic seems to be working on one side, while the division between the young and the older generations remain. Shabir Ahmed reports.
28-year-old Rahima is one among the 14 lakh members of the Youth Congress in Tamil Nadu. A teacher by profession, she joined the Congress party after Rahul Gandhi cast a spell on the Dravidian land.
Of course, it's a dream come true. I'm very thankful to Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji for creating, bringing up this Youth Congress.
Rahul Gandhi oda செயல்கள் கொள்கைகள் எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு. அதனால நாங்க இதுல சேரணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறோம். இளைஞர்களுக்கு பெண்களுக்கு நிறைய செய்வாங்கன்னு எதிர்பார்க்கறோம்.
Rahul Gandhi's magic seems to have roped in a large number of young members. The big question now is, will this bridge the gap between the already existing factions in the older generation in the state Congress?
As the first phase of Youth Congress elections came to an end, it was evident the polls were widely influenced by the factions within the party, which is against Rahul's idea of holding a democratic election. For this reason, the party's election officers banned the use of cutouts, banners and photographs of leaders. Senior leaders say they are ready to make way for the youngsters.
I have born and brought up by the Youth Congress movement, the student movement in the Congress. I know the value of the youth. I certainly place on record that the youth will get prominent role in the organization at all levels.
Surely and certainly it will bring unity among congressmen.
And the Rahul direction is very much helpful, and they are doing best. And if it goes like this, definitely we will capture power in Tamil Nadu.
With Rahul Gandhi making efforts to bring fresh energy to the Congress by encouraging the youth, one will have to wait and see how the senior congressmen will take this momentum forward. In Chennai with Shabir Ahmed, J. Santosh for NDTV Hindu.
Moving on, Chennai city is the blogging capital of India. Just to reconfirm this, over 200 bloggers came together, discussed and shared and exchanged their ideas and views about traditional media and blogging. This meet was aimed at being socially conscious and using the internet responsibly.
Everything from the latest state budget to IPL updates are being discussed in virtual space. Blogging or posting weblogs on the internet is more than just a hobby for many. It raises the question of how socially responsible our bloggers are. Some say blogging is just an extended arm of the traditional media, which makes the public socially conscious.
So it is actually an integral part of it. Everything from the issues that happened with 2611, for example, Indie Blogger actually commemorated a badge, okay, saying 2611 I remember. And a lot of people, a lot of bloggers actually have that badge on their blog to show or support that cause, that these terrorism attacks should not happen in India. And these are the real people's feelings. These are the real world feelings, and and it makes a lot of sense for them to actually blog and blog more.
The Chennai Indie Blogger Meet, as it was called, discussed the synergy between the two media, and they all agreed in unison that both are inseparable. Interestingly, some even added that these days, blogs have become a preferred platform to promote social causes.
Blogging provides you a personal space to interact at a one-to-one level, and campaigning that we do, let's talk about keeping the roads clean or planting a tree, or it might sound very cliche, but when it comes to if a blogger is able to communicate it well, in his own personal terms related to his personal life, it does definitely make an impact.
And for some, like Anju, blogging is a stress buster.
I always used to sketch as a hobby. And then I started uploading a lot of my sketches online, and it started being a lot of fun.
With the online community getting bigger and better every day, it is finally up to the users to take responsibility for what they tweet or post in virtual space. With camera person Srinivas and reporter Bertila, Ragamalika for NDTV Hindu.
Now, as the blame game between India and Pakistan continues, the question still lingers in everyone's mind: will the olive branch be extended anytime soon? Well, who can tell us better than Nirupama Subramanian, the senior journalist with The Hindu, who reported on the country for 4 turbulent and transitional years. She shared her first-hand experience at a think and talk session organized by Journalists Against Nuclear Weapons in Chennai.
The infamous Lal Masjid siege. The violent lawyers' movement, the brutal assassination of Benazir Bhutto, 26/11 attacks and the aftermath. Nirupama Subramanian is one of the 2 Indian journalists to have witnessed all of this firsthand in Pakistan. Back home, after reporting extensively about Pakistan and its relations with India, she reflects about where it all went wrong.
India's biggest mistake in the aftermath of Mumbai was to have lost the people of Pakistan.
That was right after the Mumbai attack, which resulted in a roadblock between the 2 nations. But Nirupama believes that the goodwill she experienced during her stay will be the key to peace between the 2 countries.
And this, I think, is the way forward, not to starting the peace, not just to starting the peace process, but because if people start, if people build these bridges, I think there will be enough pressure on governments on both sides to do something. And it won't just be the starting of the peace process, but it will be, I think it will lead to lasting peace.
Saying Khuda Hafiz to Pakistan, she hopes that someday India and Pakistan will develop true brotherhood by burying their long-simmering enmity. In Chennai, with camera person Sagai Raj and reporter Shabir Ahmed, Ragamalika for NDTV Hindu.
Coming up next, it's the Battle of the Kings at Chepauk. More on that on the other side.